The gift of solitude, embracing the journey of aging. Today, let's explore why solitude becomes more valuable as we age and what it truly means to us. Throughout life, we navigate societal expectations and the gaze of others, often neglecting the importance of spending time alone. However, to truly understand ourselves and find inner peace, solitude is not just necessary, it is essential. As we grow older, the journey of self-discovery and seeking the deeper meaning of life gains significance. The time spent alone is no longer something to fear, rather, it becomes a cherished gift. Let us uncover the profound value of solitude that aging brings. Aging inevitably brings more time spent alone. Some embrace it, some accept it passively, while others resist it until the very end. Yet, regardless of the approach, we all eventually find ourselves alone. In cities worldwide, statistics show that a significant portion of single-person households consists of individuals over 50. This shift indicates that solitude is becoming less of a choice and more of a reality. Perhaps that's why so many people today express a growing fear of being alone. They describe the heaviness in their steps as they return to an empty home after work or feel pressured to schedule social engagements just to avoid solitude. Many perceive alone time as wasted time, as if every moment not spent with someone else is a moment lost. But when asked why they fear being alone, most cannot provide a clear answer. The fear of solitude is not just about loneliness. More often, it is about confronting ourselves. When we step away from the validation of others, we are left to face our true selves, a prospect that can be unsettling. Free from social roles, external expectations, and the constant comparisons fueled by social media, we must finally acknowledge who we really are. Ironically, this is exactly why solitude becomes more necessary with age. Modern life constantly pushes us to measure ourselves against others. Social media amplifies this tendency, making comparisons unavoidable. We hear stories of peers embarking on new careers post-retirement, maintaining vibrant social circles, or preserving their youthful appearance. These narratives create an unspoken pressure to keep up. Many chase after new goals simply to avoid feeling left behind. But to break free from this cycle of comparison and truly understand ourselves, we must embrace solitude. Solitude is not mere rest or escape, it is an opportunity for self-reflection. As we age, we need time to rediscover parts of ourselves we once ignored and ask questions we have long postponed. How do we want to spend the rest of our lives? What truly brings us fulfillment? These questions demand solitude, for only in quiet reflection can we find honest answers. Just as a still lake in the early morning reflects a clearer image, solitude allows us to see ourselves more truthfully. Many people, however, avoid these moments of introspection. They keep busy, filling their schedules with work, hobbies, or social obligations, as if distracting themselves will keep them from facing their deepest thoughts. But avoidance only offers temporary relief. The truth remains, as we age, solitude is inevitable, and rather than resisting it, we can learn to welcome it. True solitude is not the absence of companionship, but the presence of self-awareness. It is like tidying an old storage room, sorting through forgotten emotions, discarding outdated beliefs, and making peace with unresolved regrets. This process may be difficult, even painful, but it is necessary. As responsibilities in the workplace, family, and social circles gradually lighten, we gain the freedom to focus on our true selves. This newfound solitude is not a loss but a gift, a chance to redefine who we are and what we want from life. Some may argue that such introspection is unnecessary. However, relationships built without self-awareness often remain superficial. Meaningful connections require deep understanding of oneself, which solitude helps cultivate. Those who embrace solitude not only strengthen their sense of self, but also form more authentic relationships with others. One of the greatest gifts of solitude is time. No longer bound by the schedules of others, we regain the freedom to set our own pace. This adjustment may feel strange at first, like removing a heavy backpack after carrying it for years. But over time, this freedom opens new doors. We finally have the space to read the books we've set aside, revisit old passions, take leisurely walks at dawn, or jot down thoughts late at night. With control over our own time, life begins to take on a new rhythm. As we embrace solitude, our relationships also transform. Gone are the superficial connections maintained out of obligation. Instead, we find ourselves drawn to people who truly matter, engaging in conversations that bring meaning rather than mere distraction. Paradoxically, as we become more comfortable being alone, our relationships grow stronger and more fulfilling. Inner peace is another profound reward of solitude. Letting go of the need for external validation allows us to finally rest. The relief of not having to conform to societal expectations is liberating. Over time, the unconscious burdens we've carried begin to lift. We start forming our own values based on personal experience rather than societal norms, creating a life that aligns with our true selves. Aging, when embraced with the right mindset, reveals hidden joys. The sunlight streaming through a window in the morning, the aroma of freshly brewed coffee, the rustling of leaves on a quiet evening. These once overlooked moments take on new significance. Most importantly, we learn how to care for ourselves emotionally, without relying on others for validation or comfort. This is not just about living alone, but about achieving true independence mentally and emotionally. Of course, adjusting to solitude is not always easy. At times, too much freedom may feel overwhelming, and moments of loneliness may arise. But these moments too are part of growth. Facing discomfort, learning to sit with our thoughts, and finding balance within ourselves are all steps toward becoming stronger and more self-reliant. In the end, solitude is not something to fear. It is a new chapter, an opportunity to refine the masterpiece of our lives. With age, we learn to erase the unnecessary and highlight what truly matters. Throughout life, we carry expectations, obligations, and social pressures. But aging grants us the chance to set them down, to discern what is truly valuable. We need not fear solitude. Instead, we should recognize it as a final gift, an opportunity to be free from external pressures, to discover our true selves, and to seek the deeper essence of life. Most importantly, solitude does not mean isolation. Rather, it serves as a bridge to more meaningful relationships. Only those who understand and accept themselves can genuinely connect with others. Aging is a natural process, and the solitude that comes with it is inevitable. But the way we approach it is our choice. If we see it as an opportunity rather than a burden, life becomes infinitely richer. Above all, solitude gives us the ultimate freedom, the ability to choose how we spend our time, to pursue what truly matters, and to live a life that is authentically our own. It may not be an easy transition, but it is one worth embracing. Let us not fear being alone. Instead, let us welcome it not as an end, but as a new beginning. In solitude, we find ourselves, and in finding ourselves, we uncover the true essence of life.